Hey everybody, it's Sadie the Wind Sage, and welcome back to Let's Play A Kiss for the Petals, Maidens of Michael. In the last episode, it's kind of hard to describe. I guess we kind of got the, St. Michael's Best Cupful event kind of starting to roll around. We had a little bit of interactions with Mia, and, well, yeah, not much to it last episode. It was more... yeah, really not much of anything really big and specific happened last episode. More just one of those episodes where a bunch of small stuff was going on. But that might change in this episode, actually. Because in this episode, if the name of this chapter section is anything to go by, it seems that the election for our for the Best Couples event will actually be starting pretty soon. So, anyway, let's get to it. Honestly, I think I noticed. I think this is the first time Reese is wearing the like uniform coat, whatever the hell it's supposed to be. Honestly, I still don't know. I think I'm just going to go simple and say that's a coat. And she's wearing this coat inside the building. That being said, it could be like, you know, it's a new day. It's probably before she's taking it off. Like, you know, she probably just came in from outside, but still, kind of an interesting detail.
Lena 先生、何でもかんでも私に押し付けてくるし。でもそれもあと少しで終わるのね。いよいよイベント開催か。
Yeah, it's coming a lot earlier than I expected to, honestly. Yeah, like, I know probably a big chunk of this game is probably going to be after the Best Couple events have happened, but I don't know. Is it just me, or does it feel like this event, like, I don't know, it feels like it's, like, this is happening a lot faster than I would have expected, honestly. Maybe not a lot faster. But, again, it's weird, because, you know, I feel like it hasn't been too long since we started this game, but I'm pretty sure it's been a few hours at this point. You know, time flies when you're doing something you enjoy, and I definitely enjoy this game so far. Anyway.
これでついにミカジョのベストカップルが決まるのね。皆さんごきげんよう。
ああ、ついに開催されるのですね。ミカジョ最大のイベントといっても過言ではありませんね。もう誰に投票するのか決めておられますか？
もちろんですわ。
私もです。
みんなが喜んでるのを見ると、裏方仕事とはいえ手伝ってよかったなって思えるわよね。
そう、よかったわね。
Hey, Mia! Okay, now there's something kind of interesting, because I was going to point out, there's like, it seemed to say this is a new day, and Risa's not taken off like the coat yet, and it's made even more apparent by the fact that Mia's not wearing one. Mia's not wearing one. I wonder if this is like maybe a sprite goof, but I doubt it. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just supposed to be a thing. I don't know. But yeah, it makes the fact that she's wearing the jacket all the more apparent when you see Mia in the normal St. Michael's outfit next to it.
ミヤさん、来ていたのね。
ごきげんよう、リサさん。
ええ、ごきげんよう。
私はリサさんとは違って、どんなに皆さんや先生から感謝されようが、裏方仕事なんてごめんだけれど。
もうすぐそういうことを言うんだから。ミヤさんも少しは何かをした方が。あ、 ちょっとごめんなさい。そういえば準備のことで話があるって言われていたんだわ。私行ってくるから。
行ってらっしゃい。どうしたの？呼んでるわよ。
さ
さ
サボっちゃダメよ、ミヤさん。私がいないからってすぐ戻ってくるからね。いい？絶対だからね。
Kind of sounded like I was saying I really wanted her to stay with me. Let's be honest, Risa, at this point, you kind of are. Man, you know what? I'm saying, I say I'm frustrated. I say I'm like kind of like frustrated about how obvious Risa's feelings are and all that. But it's, at the end of the day, I think what it is I'm mostly just kind of the anticipation's killing me. Because unlike remembering how we met, I made it clear that was kind of a flashback sequence. And you saw elements of them being a couple in the beginning and the end of that story. Like, I know they, like, become a couple in this, and we, like, it's kind of more of a regular Kiss for the Petals game, and I'm just really looking forward to that. So it's, like, it's partly, yes, the denial is real in this, but it's also part just, I just want to be there already, because I like, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing, I swear. Like, again, this couple for me is, like, currently second best to Mai and Reo. And that's only because we haven't seen these two, like, fully interact as a couple and, like, had a story dedicated to them that we do now. Like, I honestly feel that Risa and Mia will become my favorite couple by the end of this. And that could be the case, so I'm just really hoping we get there. I'm just really hoping we're getting there soon. And hey, we're getting close to the vote now. And we'll see if my theory holds true, but yeah, I guess I'm just really excited to see. I guess I'm just really excited to see, like, when they finally become a couple. Anyway.
忙しい人ね。
今日の授業はこれまで。みんなもう知っていると思うけど、イベントの開催日が決まりました。投票期間は1週間あるから、専用の用紙に記入して各クラスごとに設置されている投票箱に入れてね。
そうそう、私も忘れないうちに投票しておかないと。
Oh, really? Oh, Risa's actually gonna vote. I don't know. That didn't. I'm not particularly saying it's like this doesn't seem like a thing she'd care about, but crap. What am I trying to say? Like, I don't know. This doesn't seem like the type of thing she would like. Well, it's not maybe much of a she wouldn't care about this sort of thing, and more of like, I guess she wouldn't like particularly know who to pick. Like, she's seen all the best couples at this point. She has seen all the best couples at this point, so I guess, but whatever. Risa just said, I wonder how, like, the girls are feeling amidst the excitement. Are we just going to literally pan over to all of them and see how they're feeling about this? Again, I'm going to take quite a few. I'm going to take a real guess that the Tachis are really looking forward to it, and the Nekos are really, like, perhaps not looking forward to it. For those who don't know what I'm saying, at No, I've said this 2 episodes in a row with the tropes meme, but I guess I'll just say it this one last time. Tachis are the characters like Risa, Nanami, and Reo in the relationship where the... Actually, no, scratch that, reverse it, and also, let me rephrase my statement where the... I think I said it. I'll just say it again. The Tachis are probably looking forward to it. The Nekos probably not so much. The Tachi is the characters like Yuna, Mia, and Mai, where the Nekos is the characters like Risa, Nanami, Reo, just kind of that personality, just kind of the tropes there. So yeah, I imagine like, you know, the Tachis are probably more looking forward to it, and the Nekos are probably a bit more reluctant, because the Neko characters in this trope usually tend to be more kind of want to be more reserved about their relationships. So yeah. Anyway, let's stop talking about predictions and see what actually happens.
弱ってるナナミも可愛いわ。スリースリー。
何するんですか、お姉様。
だってせっかく二人きりなのにナナミが考え込んでばかりいるんだもの。ナナミはそんなに今回のイベント嫌なの？
お姉様は嫌じゃないのですか？私はそんなのに選ばれるのとても恥ずかしいです。
Oh, and kind of a comment I wanted to point out by the name escapes me at the moment, but it's I'll try to remember your name for like next episode or something. I'm sorry that I've forgotten your name, but it's like a really dedicated person who's just kind of been leaving comments on pretty much all the episodes at this point, and you're an awesome person for sticking around, and I hope you keep enjoying this project. But they actually responded to my comment about Nanami's voice actress, about how she like sounds very high pitched, and apparently because like I don't know if I said this, but it's something that makes sense. This is a different voice actress for Nanami because apparently the last one quit. So yeah, that makes sense, but again, I don't like the fact that her voice is so high pitched because it makes her seem younger than she actually is. Made even worse when compared to like her design kind of makes her seem like, you know, like for example, the sprite particular makes her seem pretty young, and then like, you know, we got someone like Yuna next to her, which emphasizes already emphasizes the point that she's like she seems very she looks like not a lot, she looks like younger than she should.
私と一緒に選ばれるのが恥ずかしいって。
Nice to see some things haven't changed, eh, you? I don't remember if she like. Well, she wasn't really like this in the first book. It was, and again, the first book's all I really got to go on. It was weird in the first book. Honestly, like I don't know how you like. I don't know how you put it. Man, like I love the series, but dang, that like the original Kiss for the Petals, you know, it's like it suffers hard from first books here, from like first story syndrome, where it's really clear that it's really much before the authors got their groove, like they got their kind of sense of flow on how to write these stories. I don't know. I don't know. I probably say things like glad that these things haven't changed, because like this does still seem very in character for Yuna.
そんなことありません。お姉様の相手として選ばれるのはとても光栄なんです。
本当？
はい。むしろ私なんかでいいのかなって。
私の相手にはナナミ以外の子は絶対にないわ。
お姉様、
ナナミ大好きよ。
私もです。お姉様大好き。
Okay, this is actually rather cute. I can already see the significant like upped quality in the writing these two have. I bash on this couple so much sometimes, and I only kind of feel bad for that. Like, I like the couple, don't get me wrong, but like it's reigned as my least favorite for. It's reigned as my least favorite for a lot of reasons, and I bash on it for good reason. I feel like I bash on it for good reason. I will give the other book these two have, which I believe is the 5th book, another another shot later down the road. I believe it's the 6th book actually. Like I will give that a fair shot, and I'm giving them a fair shot here, but like again, they're my least favorite for a reason. That's because I felt they weren't written too well in their first book.
よかったわ。これでナナミの悩みも解決したわね。さあ、帰りましょう。
But you know, you see moments like this, and you see like you know, there's an odd. These two are a couple for really. These two are obviously a couple for a reason. And you know, I'm liking the dynamic they have here, even if it's not too different. It's. I feel it's better written, and I feel it's different enough from their first book interactions.
でもちょっと憂鬱。ベストカップルイベントか。
Yep, now we're going to Sarah Kaide. We are probably going to see this for all the couples at this point.
カエデちゃん、楽しみだね。
そう。でも私は正直憂鬱だわ。
だってサラたちもきっと選ばれるよ。
だから困るのよ。私はできることなら地味に学校生活を送りたいんだから。
でもカエデちゃんたら
いっそ辞退できたらいいのにな。
それは無理だよ。カエデちゃん、諦めて覚悟を決めなよ。
サラ、あなたもし選ばれたとしても、その後イベント実行委員みたいなことやらされるのよ。
知ってるよ。クリスマスにバレンタインイベント。面白そうだね。
モデルの仕事と学業、さらに委員なんて今よりもっとハードになるわよ。
大丈夫。委員は楓ちゃんと一緒なら何でも楽しいし、疲れなんか吹き飛んじゃうもん。っていうか、ベストカップルに選ばれたら楓ちゃんを狙うライバルたちもみんな諦めてくれそうじゃない。
Jesus. Oh man, I know she's saying that like jokingly, but this is the like a weird thing with this couple's relationship. Like the weird thing with the relationship with this couple is that like Sarah's kind of like jealousy or like worries about like someone taking Kaede away from her. Like, it's just something that as you go through their own personal story, because again, I've read their second book, like, it's just an issue that becomes worse. Because in their first story, it's like, there's a little mention of it at the end, when you see, Kaede with her because when Kaede, like, at the very end, Kaede, like, you know, like, unbraids her hair and, like, takes her glasses off. And you know, she gets a lot of notice because of that, and that kind of like, you know, upsets Sarah a little bit. But then in like the second book, they just like, that's like at least like that at least takes up quite a bit of the story. It's not a big part of it, but it's just like, I feel like the whole jealousy thing that Sarah has going on is just like, I feel they're just like, it's interesting because you think that's something that becomes less of a worry, but it seems to become more of a worry with her as the story goes on. Anyway.
そんなの気にしなくていいのに。
サラは楓ちゃんとラブラブなんだよってみんなに見せつけたいもん。いい機会だと思うよ。楓ちゃん、二人きりの時はあんなに積極的になるのに。
それとこれとは別でしょ。
わかってるよ。楓ちゃんがこういうの苦手だってことも十分承知してるよ。でもたまにはみんなの前でイチャイチャしたいんだもん。
しょうがないわね。じゃあ今回だけよ。
はい、やったー。楓ちゃんからお許しが出た。嬉しい。楽しもうね、イベント。
急に抱きつかないの、サラ。
Their couple is still pretty cute, all things considered.
レオ、あなたもう投票済ませた？
And now to my favorite. Man, I'm curious how well writing has stood with the test of time for these guys, like, because like something to be said about this couple is I feel like it's an interesting thing in their second book, because I obviously did read these guys' second book as well. Second story, I mean. Is that, like, the writing is in an interesting spot, because I want to say it's better, but I know it's not really all that better. Where it's just kind of like, it's a same, like, good quality, and I feel hype is kind of, like, biasing my opinion a little bit, but they're written, but they're, like, I wonder how well their writing has stood. I wonder, like, if their writing will be, like, any improved by, like, all the constant stories, and I know that I believe companies have changed hands at this, and, I believe this is also, this is also weird, because I know the Kiss for the Petals series, like, it's changed hands between two main series. Why at least it changed from like Fugi Yuri, I believe the first company's name was, to Yuri Yurin, and I don't know if anyone in the Fugi Yuri series still writes for this, writes for the Yuri Yurin series, writes for Yuri Yurin, but yeah. I am curious to see if their writing has, like, gotten better, if it's staying the good, or it stays the good quality, or maybe it's gotten worse, but I doubt it. I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see how well this couple holds up.
投票？何それ？
何って、この間投票用紙配られたでしょ？どこかな？
勝手に私の机の中に手を突っ込まないで。
あった。ああ、ぐちゃぐちゃになってるじゃない。ちゃんとしておかないから。
そんなの知らないわよ。
すぐにそうやってごまかすんだから。日頃から整理整頓はきちんと。まだ奥に何か入ってるような。ダメ。まさかこの間帰ってきた小テストじゃないの？ちょっと見せなさい。
やだ。それより投票用紙、これ出せばいいのよね。
レオ、書き方わかってるの？
わかるもん。ここにマイと私の名前を書けばいいんでしょ。
今回のイベントの趣旨くらいは。
You seem to at least get the general gist of the event.
クラスのみんながそう書いとけばいいって言ってたわ。
間違ってはいないと思うけど、いいのね？まあいいか。これを機会に人見知りで面倒くさがりなレオも少しは成長するかもしれないし。
マイ、今なんて言ったの？
なんでもないわ。ほら、早く書いて出してきちゃいなさい。はあ、開票日が楽しみね、レオ。聞いた、しずく。私たちベストカップル最有力候補だって。
You know, I was about to say, like, I'm surprised, like, Reo isn't a little more worried about this, but, I guess two things about that. One, Reo doesn't seem to, care the most if they're, about like being like kind of humbled about their relationship. She wasn't necessarily too bothered by if people knew it was a thing or not. She just kind of didn't care. But also the other half of it, I don't think she quite gets it yet. Like, I don't think she completely understands the Kiss for the Petals events quite yet. I mean, not Kiss for the Petals, but right idea, wrong name. Best couple event. I don't think she quite gets. Part of me thinks she doesn't completely get what's going on. Anyway.
ベストカップル
And of course, this is an interesting event to see, but of course, I don't have their old writing to compare it to, because again, I've never read a story from these two. Again, I'm looking forward to see how this goes, but yeah. Yeah, you know, I noticed I got kind of like a certain reason to be interested in all of these couples actually, like a very like specific reason, except for like Sarah and Kaede, because like with Yuna and Nanami, I'm curious to see if things have gotten better since their first story. For Mai and Reo, I'm curious to see how the writings happened, like how well it holds up, especially since it's a while it's my favorite couple, it's very neck and neck between Mai and Reo and Risa and Mia. So I'm curious to see which one will win out of those two at the end. Sarah and Kaede, I guess I'm also curious for a similar reason. They're not anywhere near close to my favorite. I don't hate them. They're perfect. They're a perfectly fine couple. But I guess I'm curious to see if the writing changing hands has done the writing or the company changing hands has done anything to them. And Shizuku and Eris, and I guess Runa and Taka go over the same thing. I haven't really read their stories, so I'm curious how things are going to go with them. Where again, this will be like a first-time experience for this will be like a first-time experience for me with these couples. So yeah, I'm curious to see how they hold out, or how they hold up.
まさか知らないの？
知っていますわ。今朝から皆さんその話で持ちきりでしたから。
そうだよね。
でも私たちが候補に入っているなんて。
聞こえないよ。なんて言ったの、しずく？
聞こえないなら別にいいです。
最近あちこちで声かけられるんだよね。応援してますって。
Alright, sorry for the cut. My recorder was seeming to lose its mind for a minute. Well, not particularly that the recorder was losing its mind, but yeah, I had to check to make sure everything was still going well with the video and that the video looked well. Suffice to say, it seems to look fine on my end, but I guess we'll see more of that when editing. That's what I get for trying to fiddle with my audio settings literally mid-video. These should be fine for now. Everything should be fine for now, though. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's just hope I can kind of bounce back from. Let's just kind of hope I can bounce back, cause yeah, I was working for that for a few minutes, so I kind of lost any forward momentum I had. But yeah.
エリスのファンは多いですから、そのベストカップルもエリスのファンの方々が入れてくれてるんでしょ。
そんなことないよ。しずくのファンだって多いよ。でもしずくの一番のファンは私だけど。
エリス。
しずく？
あ、
何？今すっごくいい雰囲気だったのに。
こうしてはいられません。そのベストカップルに選ばれたら、その後はイベント実行委員に任命されるんですよ。
そうらしいね。
選ばれたからにはその仕事完璧にこなさないといけません。今のうちにクリスマスやバレンタインイベントについていろいろと調べておきましょう。
So it's. I think I understand Shizuku's at least her trope a little better. She's she's kind of like Risa in a way where it's like a very much not all or nothing type personality. A very very studious and like very takes things pretty seriously. Again, it's similar to Risa though. Shizuku seems to be a little less awkward than Risa. But I don't know. I'm only seeing these guys outside of the perspective of their own story.
それはまだ早いんじゃないかな、しずく。
That might be jumping the gun a little bit, Shizuku.
いいえ、こういうのは早いに越したことはありませんわ。エリスも一緒に手伝ってくださいね。
わかりました。
ついに明日、ついに開票日か。
Oh geez, the tallying results come soon. I'm excited for it, definitely. During the voting period, everyone spent their days so restless and anxious. I'm here to die pretty much the same. If only because, like, this will be probably a very interesting arc of the story, because, I mean, it probably means that all these couples will probably be forced to interact with one another a lot more. Hell, that'd be pretty interesting to see. It's just, like... That'd be quite a because I don't think you see some of these characters sometimes interact with another person in that couple from time to time, but not really like the couples full out interact. So that'll be like a crossover like nothing else. So I don't know. That seems pretty interesting to me.
これで本当にベストカップルが決まるのね。いよいよ今日はベストカップルの発表日か。
And so today's the day we finally find out who the best couples are. Except not really. Yep, I think I'm going to save that for next episode. Yes, this save was from me checking to make sure OBS didn't shit itself. But yeah, this seems honestly like... I don't know, it's a bit of a shorter part today. It's a bit of a shorter part this time around. But, you know, this is like the perfect, like, cliffhanger moment. Because it's not quite, like, as dickish to be extremely, like super cliffhangery. But, I don't know, it seems like a good stopping point. And I imagine we're going to have a lot of things happening next episode. And I'm really excited for that. So, next time on A Kiss for the Petals, Maidens of Michaels, we're going to be, well, all the votes are in. We're going to see just who these best couples are. See you guys then.